445 pounds. This lift didn't go great, but it didn't go terrible. I guess I should just be happy that I was able to move the weight, but there were some errors I made where I think I could have been a lot more smoother, at least when it came to the second rep. But luckily, we moved it, and it didn't feel terrible. The weight didn't feel like it was way too much. Felt pretty good. Definitely felt heavy, but it was good. We got a nice double, and this begins our first week in our 10 to 15 week journey from getting from 5 plates to 6 plates. So we ended up hitting Fitness Element on a Saturday night, and the gym is actually pretty damn empty. It's nice. It's quiet. Next to nobody there. All the cool kids have gone out because it's a Saturday night, but we're in here deadlifting. So we do some minor stretching. I know some people are a fan of doing 20 to 30 minute stretching. I only find that stretching when necessary is required. I do a bit here because I know I'm pushing my limit in terms of deadlifting capability. So I take a bit more time here, but generally I like to just warm up with a set or two just to see how my body is feeling and then adjust from there when it comes to the stretching. But again, you want to avoid static stretching because you don't want to get too weak since it does tense up your muscles and it could lead to you being a bit weaker when it comes to the actual lift. So we open up with the bar, we do a decent amount of reps to make sure that we're good and everything is moving nice. There's no issues or pain, which is good. The goal here is to go up essentially a plate at a time. We don't want to lose too much energy doing a plate and a half, and we should be fairly acclimated to going beyond that at this point, so we just do a plate to save time, and we keep the reps low just so we make sure we don't lose too much energy as we get to that final set. So we only do about 5 reps here, and we keep it in the 2 to 5 rep range as we climb all the way up. Upping the bar at 2 plates. Again, things are feeling good. Back is warm. No issues, no sharp pain, so no issue to slow down. No reason to slow down, just full steam ahead. Now as we stop on 3 plates, things do get a bit more dicey here. You need to be very careful. When it weighs this much, you really don't want to have a misstep in terms of how you move or your form breaking. You really want to make sure that it stays about at least 90% intact. So here I slow it down a little bit. I make sure that I'm okay. Take some deep breaths, make sure there's no tweaks in my lower back or my mid back. And then we get to the lift. Truth be told, I should be deadlifting from the ground. I'm not because I'm just being lazy here. I didn't feel like putting it on the ground at the beginning and then having to deal with the plates. So we waited until 3 plates before properly putting it on the ground. Now, I made another mistake where I didn't apply any chalk dust. I didn't bring any either. Luckily, Fitness Element is a high-end gym and they provide. I ended up over chalk dusting my hands, which is not something that you should do in order to compensate for the extra sweat that was generated. I should have used it around the 3 plate mark. I didn't. And then this ended up affecting the lift. So as I prepare and set up for the lift, I become increasingly aware that my hands are getting sweaty, really sweaty and clammy, just due to the fact that I'd already lifted so heavy, so my body was still very hot, and the chalk dust I applied had already begun to come off. But I knew I just wanted to get the lift going, so I got into position, I got ready. The first lift wasn't terrible, wasn't the most fantastic. I could feel the bar slipping. And on the second lift, if you look closely, you can see that in my left hand, the bar is really slipping. So I end up crimping a bit on the way down, which isn't good. Just to save the lift and save it from falling out of my hand or just sliding out of my hands. But luckily, we were able to put it down and everything works well. My hands got a little bit messed up. You kind of get the worst rug burn when that happens. With the hard part out of the way, we do a bit of volume at just under 3.5 plates. But things went well for the first week. Second week should go even better. I appreciate you tuning in. Stay active, stay healthy, stay happy.